Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time, welcome to the family. We are the podcast that turns your ideas into an amazing adventure every single day. You know, we couldn't even exist without imaginations from kids just like you. So if you have an idea for a story, I'd love to see it. Check down in the show notes below for how you can submit your own story idea, and maybe we'll turn it into an awesome adventure. And parents, if you're new to kids podcasting, I want to challenge you to listen to podcasting for 5 days in a row with your kids. It's going to increase their imagination, decrease screen time, and we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. Are you guys ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! Boris the cat was curled up on a pillow by the window in the light of a moonbeam. It was the middle of the night and everyone was sleeping, including Boris. Well, he was sleeping until a loud sound startled him. Boris's ears perked up at the noise and he hissed at the shape outside the window. He thought he heard something squeak in surprise, and he listened a bit longer, but didn't hear anything else. So Boris let out a big yawn and fell back asleep. On his walk the next morning, something was not right. He walked along the fence on his normal route, but no other cats were out there to greet him. Snowball wasn't in her yard, and neither were Mittens or Todd.
Where is everybody?
Boris wondered.
You didn't hear?
Squeaked a squirrel from the tree above. Boris frowned in confusion at his friend Walnut the squirrel.
Hear what? While everyone was sleeping, all the cats and kittens went missing last night. Dun dun dun! Well, all of them except this for you.
I heard a noise last night. I must have scared them away when I woke up. We have to find them,
shouted Boris. Then he thought for a moment and added,
and I know just where to go. Come on!
Walnut jumped onto the fence and followed after Boris. I didn't know that squirrels could be friends with cats, did you? At the end of the neighborhood, the two friends jumped down into the grass and ran until it turned into sand. They didn't stop until they reached the waves of Lake Washington.
Ahoy!
Boris called out toward the empty lake. He stared out at the water, waiting for something. They waited a few minutes. Then out on the horizon, a large ship appeared. It sailed closer until a flag came into view. A skull and crossbones with cat ears could be seen over the black background of the flag. Ahoy, Captain Kitten Boo! The cats aboard yelled to Boris when they saw him.
Captain Kitty Boo?
Asked Walnut the squirrel.
That's my pirate name,
Boris exclaimed.
And who might this be?
They asked when they saw Walnut the squirrel. Boris introduced Walnut to the kitty pirates.
Yarr, nice to meet ya, Wally. We've been waiting for you landlubbers to call for a ride,
replied a gray cat wearing an eye patch.
Really? You know about the missing cats?
Boris, Captain Kitty Boo asked.
We don't just know about them, Captain. We've seen them.
The gray cat told them how they heard meows coming from a mysterious ship that sailed past them last night.
We've got to follow them. Do you know where they went?
The gray cat nodded.
There be an island where a giant volcano sits. That is the direction they were heading.
Boris took his role as Captain Kitty Boo and told the pirate cat crew their destination. Then he began to sail the pirate ship out in the water. toward the volcano island. They heard it before they could see it. Rumbling from the volcano echoed across the water, and the sounds of meows and yowls sailed over the waves.
We're almost there,
Captain Kitty Boo told Walnut. Then they watched as the giant volcano came into view. It was as tall as a mountain and rumbled like a garage full of race cars. As they watched, it shook and something flew into the air out of the volcano. "There she blows!" yelled the pirate cat crew. Captain Kitty Boo squinted to try and get a better look at what had exploded out of the volcano. He listened closely and heard a
meow. Quick, I need a net,
Captain Kitty Boo announced to the crew, and they wasted no time giving nets to him and Walnut, the squirrel. Captain Kitty Boo steered the ship under the flying object and held out his net. What do you think is flying through the air? Did it just meow? A kitten fell from the sky and landed safely into Wally's outstretched net.
Thank you,
Squealed the baby kitten, and Wally had just placed it onto the deck of the ship when the volcano began to rumble again. "There she blows again!" shouted the pirate crew, and now everyone had a net in their hands.
Catch those kittens,
commanded Captain Kitty Boo. Wally led half the crew onto the island, and the captain stayed on the boat with the rest. Everyone readied their nets, and the volcano spewed again. This time, a dozen kittens came flying out into the air. What kind of volcano is this? A kitty volcano? They catapulted through the sky and landed safely in nets held by pirates all around the land and water. The volcano rumbled and erupted cats and kittens 3 more times before going quiet.
I think that's all of them,
announced Captain Kitty Boo after doing a head count. He spotted Snowball, Mittens, and Todd among the cats crowding the deck of the pirate ship. Meows and purring sounded all around as the cats thanked the cat pirates for rescuing them.
Who took you?
Captain Kitty Boo asked a small white kitten named Franz.
I'm not sure. It was dark, and they were all wearing purple.
Captain Kitty Boo wasn't sure what to think about that, but something about villains in purple sounded familiar. He shrugged and was just glad the pirate cat crew knew where to find the missing cats. Walnut had all the kittens do the buddy check, and when everyone was accounted for, Captain Kitty Boo sailed everyone back home. Holy smokes, friends. That may be the end of our story, but what do you think is going on with all of this? Kittens go missing, then they explode out of volcanoes, and it appears that they were taken by things all in purple. I'm not sure what is going on here, but we need your help to finish the story. Why don't you look down in the show notes below with your parents. You can click the link to send me your idea of how this story can finish. I can't wait to see your ideas. Great job. You listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Max and Zoe from Manitoba, Canada, Chloe from Wisconsin, Angelina from Pittsburgh, Mahir from Florida, Zeke and Rocky from Utah, and Winnie and Jean from Virginia. I'm so glad that you're all on our Kid Short Stories family. We could not have this much fun with imagination without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Bye!